Welcome to Tumamina Teaching. This is your 5th and 6th lesson for Term 2, Grade 8 History. In this lesson, we are going to discuss labor, trade unions, landlords, and the Chamber of Mines. So let's start with labor. So what have we discussed about labor in the previous lessons? We know that there was a massive need for unskilled laborers in the mines, and that was also one of the main reasons for the expropriation of land of the African kingdoms to get a reliable source of laborers. We also know that the conditions in the mine was very uncomfortable and dangerous for the laborers. And lastly, we know that the miners stayed in the compounds during the time that they worked in the mines. As more gold was discovered in the Witwatersrand, so the shortage of unskilled laborers grew exponentially. Between 1904 and 1910, they actually had to import Chinese laborers. 64,000 Chinese laborers were imported during that time to work in the mines. Today, there is no shortage of unskilled laborers in South Africa. So you will remember that diamonds were discovered before gold. And what they did is they used the same strategies with regards to labor in the diamond mines and used the same strategies in the gold mines. So the miners would also work in compounds in the gold mines like they did in the diamond mines. But what they also did is they increased control by adding additional measures to control the miners even more. And here are a couple of measures that I would like to share with you guys. First of all, passes were issued for the black miners. That meant that a miner had to have this booklet with all the information in that ensured that the miner would stay at that mine during the contract and that he would not be able to go from mine to mine, and that he actually had to complete his work at that mine. Another thing that I would like to mention is that black unions were banned. So this meant that black miners weren't able to negotiate with the mine owners about wages or living conditions, as the route that you take usually would go through a union. Which brings me to unions in the first place. What is a trade union? A trade union is an organization that aims to promote and protect the interest of a collection of workers. So if an individual or group of workers is highly dissatisfied with something at work, they can approach the trade union to rectify the issue with the employers on their behalf. So it was clear that the mining bosses wanted to eliminate this option for the miners, so that no matter how bad their working conditions were, they would not have the option to approach unions. It was again another method that they used to exercise more control on the mine workers. So for interest's sake, let's look at a couple of prominent trade unions in South Africa. I would like to end the lesson by going through two important concepts regarding the mining revolution. First off, landlords. What is a landlord, or who is a landlord? A landlord was an entrepreneur who gained a lot of money during the mineral revolution in South Africa. The individuals managed to take control not only of a mine, but of the mining industry of South Africa. They are the people behind big mining companies like De Beers and Anglo American Gold. Here is a list of some of the prominent landlords during the mineral revolution. Then lastly, the Chamber of Mines. So the Chamber of Mines was created or established just 3 years after gold was discovered in the Witwatersrand. This organization was founded by the mining groups, and the purpose of this organization was to represent the mining companies in their interactions with the government. Some of their roles are as follows: to negotiate on behalf of the mining bosses on labor interests, to manage training programs for the miners, and to train miners on rescue and safety. This organization is still operational, however, it is now called the Mineral Board of South Africa. Thank you for watching. I have a quick activity in the description below. Make sure you complete it, and then we'll see each other next time for the last lesson for Term 2 History, Grade 8.